welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Sparkles. My name is Lena, and in this video I am bringing to you a post review of this beautiful and magnificent kit. So this was the first kit that I completed during the month of April, and overall it was my finish number 15 and 2024 and my finish number 20 overall. This took me 35 hours and 20 minutes to finish, and it included 45 colors with 4 special drills. All of those were ABs, and in total there were an amount of 71,724 drills. Now let's take a look at this. So this has some interesting stats because it's more a panel than like a squared or rectangular canvas. This is 42.8 centimeters from side to side. We can measure it to see how accurate it is. Usually Diamond Art Club is really accurate. So yeah, that's actually exactly 42.8. And long wise, like from top to bottom or bottom to top or however you want to see it, is 180 and oh my god, 80, no, scratch that, 103 centimeters with 0.8. I don't know how to speak today. I've had a long day. I am sorry. So I'm gonna put it sideways to maybe get a little bit more of the image into it. I'm gonna try also to insert a full image of the kit completed. So let me measure out this long wise, like the length of it. So when I got this, yeah, it is exactly that, 103.8 centimeters. So maybe a little bit like this in the diagonal, so it's not so crooked. Okay, so this one, ever since I saw it for the first time in Diamond Art Club, I realized that I wanted it. It was just, all of these panels by Mucha, I was just in complete love. Also, the color palette is really, it's a lot of neutrals. It just have a few pop of colors here and there. And I thought it was going to take me way longer than it actually took me. And if I go like by, strictly speaking, this canvas can be divided maybe in 2, like from here down and then from here up, basically because the bottom part, all the bottom part has a lot of areas of color blocking, like her entire neck over here, her entire arm, and these background places. The only areas where you can maybe find some confetti is right here in these flowers, but every other section, even if it was a few more colors than the areas with a lot of color blocking, it was still not many changes of colors in the tray. So I was able to make a lot of progress in this one. So I worked on it really quickly. As you can see here in my logbook, I started it on April 1st and finished it on the 11th, and I was actually on track to finish it by the 10th, like a day before. But back when I got into the top part of the image, you can see that all of these little circles surrounding her face and her hair and all these places on top are more colorful, so they were more confetti heavy. Still, it was not something unbearable or anything. We still had, I'm talking we as if you did it with me, but you get the gist of it. There were still a lot of areas that had a significant amount of just one color. And I think the parts where I took the longest to finish was maybe in like the middle section of this row over here and this last part over here. In particular, this one, because it is a lot of changes. Like, it's not big areas where you could place more than a few drills one next to the other. It's like very detailed with a very with a lot of changes of color. But I think it was a perfect balance. And if you want to maybe feel it less overwhelming at the end, because at the end I was feeling like I was not going to finish because I started to notice that I was taking longer per section. Maybe you can start like here on top, or maybe start in the middle and do one part of the top and one part of the bottom. That way you can balance it out. That's something that I thought well ahead when I was almost done with it, but it was just really specific times where I think I kind of got used to the parts over here at the bottom that are more color blocky. But overall, I mean, look at that. Look at that. It's just stunning. Such a stunning image. When it was back in stock, I just got it straight away because I needed it in my life. And a good thing that I did, because right now it's out of stock again. And at least it's not discontinued. At least it's not archived so far. So I want to go with you with other details that I encountered. So let's go over that. So first I want to go with the colors with their special drills. Here I have all my array of colors, and I'm going to take out the ABs. Those were the only 4 special drills that we had in this canvas. So starting with this green, we can find this green AB. I think you can see it right there. We can find it over here in the top part. All of these little details that are in green surrounding this little half circle thing, all those are the green ABs. It was a very small amount of it. After that, we have this red one. It was specifically used for, of course, the accents that were done in red, like over here on this, on the background, on the back of her head, and also in some details in this. Oh, I'm a little crooked. So yeah, in this flowers, little accents there, like here and here. So it really gives a pop of color. Oh, and also like a little teeny tiny bit on her lips, which I think it really makes it pop a little bit more. Now this dark yellow, almost like mustardy, light orange color, I don't know how to call it, but this is 131, and we can find it specifically over here in this detail on her head. It's a hairpiece to what I can kind of see. And here we also have some details with the red AB, as well. And last but not least, we have this one. This one is like a brownie type of color, and this one was definitely the one that had more amount of drills in the entire canvas. I think this little container was filled up until here, so I would say around a third, almost a third of the way through it. And I can find it, I mean, not only I, but we can find it in some details here in her hair, also in her hair piece over here. It's like, I would say like it's like a diadem or something like that, but here we can see a lot of ABs. And also in the bottom part, in this bottom part, detailing her dress and all the fabrics and her robes, it's also present, as well as in these stems of some of the flowers that she is holding with her hands. And also a little bit here, I don't know if you can see it, but over here we can also find it. So basically it was more present in, of course, more details, because we had more of it in amount, of course. And the thing with the special drills, when I started doing diamond painting, I thought they were not just like that big of a deal. I mean, they look pretty, of course, but in the great scheme of things, I just thought they were not gonna pop out. But actually it's been quite different, because I've had this laying down in my couch for a few days now, ever since I finished it, because I was waiting to do the post review. And every now and then I would walk past my couch and a light would be like hitting the image in a certain way, and just those drills combined with the regular drill, I mean with the regular shine of the regular drills, the combination of them would just be outstanding, breathtaking. I would say overall, I just have one little negative thing that I noticed while working on this, and it was primarily that I noticed a little bit more gapping than in the last diamond paintings that I've done, specifically the ones that are square and that are a little bit newer. But one of the things that I imagine might be the cause for that is that this is not the newest canvas out there. As you could see, it only has 45 colors. It has a very small amount of special drills, and yeah, this is not new by any way, shape, or form. So I imagine that might be it. I found just that I can remember, I found just one drill, like one drill color, one DMC code color that was the old type of diamond. That was a little bit chunkier, if you wish, and that has less facets. So regarding that, I had no issues. I think it was overall, I don't think if this has been sort of redesigned with a tighter grip, but actually I can see here some places where I see some gapping. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but right, oh god, I don't know how well it is going to show in camera, but over here, I'm not sure if you can see it, but okay, so I'm not the greatest diamond placer in the world, but still, there was some gapping here that I was not quite happy as I was placing it, but overall, once you step away from the canvas, it's not really visible. I guess it's just the fact that I am already used to the tighter grid overall. So even though it was kind of like, I wouldn't even say negative, I would just say a neutral sort of point, taking into consideration that is an older image and that restructuring of the grid might not have been done in this one. And if it was, then it's just my placement. Highly likely that's it, because of course it can be a me thing as well. Overall, even with that like slight thing that it was not my favorite, I would still do this diamond painting again. I just loved it, and I would encourage you to do it. If you have it on your stash or if you have it on your wish list, grab it as soon as you can. As soon as another restock hits, just grab it. I was actually trying, when I got this originally, I thought about saving it for Summer with the Masters because it's a Mucha, so there's no copyright involved. And even then, I think it's sourced correctly and all of that, of course, because it's Diamond Art Club, but I couldn't resist myself. As soon as I got it, actually, I unboxed two at the same time, like two kits at the same time. And for a second, my eyes went to the other painting, but then I opened this. This one was the second that I opened. And as soon as I opened it, I was like, yeah, no, I need to work on this right away. And I am so glad I did. I think that's one of the reasons why I always think about maybe participating in an event, but end up deciding not to, because, you know, if I was constrained by an event in particular, or if I felt that I was going to be constrained, maybe I wouldn't have enjoyed like another project instead of this one, the one that I ultimately decided to do and was more eager to do. So I'm really happy about that. And who knows, maybe from now until Summer with the Masters starts, I find another beautiful piece that hits the theme and I am able to participate, you know? I'm not close to any of those things. I just like to work with what I feel in the moment I really, really want to work on. So, okay, so I'm adding this a little bit after recording the video, but something that I forgot to say specifically about this kit that surprised me a little bit was the amount of trash that I encountered. Now, Diamond Art Club usually gives you way, way more than enough drills for your canvas, but I still was really surprised because I had this amount of trash, and for some it might be a lot, for some it might not be that much, but definitely for me it was more than I was used to for the size of this canvas, and more because in the first half of the canvas it's like 80% of what you can see here. So I was starting to get worried at some point, like when I wasn't having so much trash. But at the end, it was not a big deal. It's just I guess, more trash than I'm used to from Diamond Art Club, but not so much that I was ever worried for running out of drills. So that was just another thing that I wanted to add on. So yeah, there's that for this video. I really hope you, as I said, if you have it on your stash, trust me and do it. And it's okay also if you want to wait until a specific event like Summer with the Masters, but I would recommend you do it. If not now, then during the event, or as soon as you possibly and humanly can, because you're not going to regret it one single bit. So that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and that I helped you decide or maybe clear your mind a little bit about this canvas in particular. And yeah, make sure to subscribe and comment if you have it on your stash, or if you're still waiting on it to come back in stock, or if you have worked previously on this kit in particular. Again, thank you so much for watching. See you all guys later, and keep on diamond painting. Bye bye.